that this is a stretch and a mobility section. We're going to start on your hands and your knees for cat stretch. So hands just slightly forward of your shoulders, knees underneath hips. Take a breath in to prepare, and as you breathe out, sink that belly in or down and look up. And then tuck that tailbone away. Try pushing away with your hands as you round your back and change. So your breath is guiding the movement right now. And then let's add a hold. So inspiration, so breath in to hold the movement and breathe out to change it. Back to your neutral. Lovely. Okay, so we're going to come down onto our tummy. Okay, and you're going to have your hands probably just off the mat. This is cobra. Okay, now tailbone is lengthened away. You're going to imagine your hands being stuck, keeping that tailbone lengthened away as you straighten up. Okay, and try not to let that tummy sink, keep it lengthened away. So you're breathing out and then breathe in, come back. And again, tailbone's lengthened away, abdominals drawing up, shoulders down. Only go as far as you can control the movement. We'll do this once more. And then push yourself up. Okay, going to do a little bit of spinal extension. So hands slightly forward. Okay, and you're just going to come forward, letting your hips drop to the mat, and then come back into a shell, an adaptive shell, and then come forward again, letting your hips drop, and then come back. Remember, work within the range you have, don't force anything. This time, take your right hand over to your left, and then you're going to come up and across, and back, and again, and back, and once more, and back, and stay back. Take a deep breath in, and then come up back into your neutral. Okay, and change sides. So left hand over to your right, and come up and across, and then back, and then come up and across, and back, and then up and across. And this time, come back, stay back, deep breath in, and out. Okay, and then we're going to do a few shells. So hands just slightly forward of shoulders. This time take your knees slightly wider. Deep breath in, and then as you breathe out, keep your hands where they're at. Get your bottom to your heels, and then arms and head down. Breath in, and then as you breathe out, come back up. Breathe in, breathe out again. Deep breath in, breathe out, come back up. Really being aware of where you feel tight. Once more. Lovely. Okay, we're going to come into seated position. So we are going to do a couple of exercises sitting. If you need a big block, please use it. Just depends how tight you are. I'm going to use it for saw and sitting. So blocks underneath me. Legs are roughly the same distance as your mat, or your width as your mat. The reason I use the block is that it lets me sit up tall. I'm not in this position. Okay, arms come out. Breathe in to prepare. As I breathe out, I'm going to twist to my right. My left arm comes down to my leg and my right arm comes behind. I take a breath in, I come up on the twist, back to the middle, and then I change. So only go as far as you can, and you might find one side is easier than the other. Last one. Lovely. Okay, we're going to do mermaid next. Now mermaid, you should, if you can, go into the windswept leg position. So your one leg's in front and your other one's down by your side. Again, this is where most of you will need a block. You might need a couple, okay? If that's too difficult, you can sit cross-legged or in the same position you just were. So it's important, regardless of what position you're in, if you have a leg in front, you take that arm up. If you don't, pick a side. So you're up nice and tall, that arm comes up, you're going to come down and soften that elbow, but you're thinking up and across, trying to keep everything squared on, and then take that arm and you're going to come to the other side. I'm going to do 3 on this side, so that's 1. So I'm really reaching. 2. Last one. 3. Lovely. So if you're in the windswept position, please change your legs. Otherwise, you're just changing your arm. So what am I doing? Arm up. So take it down, bend that elbow, reach up and across, and then change side. Good. And again. This is my graceful one. And last one. That. Okay. I'm going to change into a cross-legged position. Again, if you find this too uncomfortable, you can have your legs straight out. You can do this one in a seat as well. So, shoulders back, we're going to do spine twist. Up nice and tall. Breathe in to prepare. As we breathe out, we twist to the one side and in back to the middle. Try to keep your hips forward as you do this one. Just going to add on the arm, so as you stretch, take the arm out. My room's limiting me, but you know what to do. And then the other side. One more either side. Lovely. Now we're going to finish with thread the needle. So we're going to come onto our hands and knees again. So we're going to do mobility and then finish with stretch. So knees underneath hips, hands underneath shoulders. Take your right hand, thread it through your left arm and leg, then come up out wide, stay on this side, thread it through, and then up wide, thread it through, up wide, and then this time thread it through along the ground. Try to get your right shoulder on the ground and then your head, and then we're going to take 3 deep breaths. And this time, pushing up with the left hand, take yourself back, and then let's start with the left. So up, and then through, up, and through. Last one, up, and through. So this time, you come up, and then you're going to thread it through, shoulder comes down, head down, and you should get a stretch. 3 deep breaths. And then pushing up with the right. So you're back onto your hands and your knees. And that's your stretch and mobility section completed.